Okay, how to make elastic. The first thing I do is get my piece of elastic. And what I'm going to do is use your waist. And if you're adult, I'm going to subtract 2 inches. If you're a child, I'm going to subtract 1 inch. So for this one as a child, it's a 17-inch waist. And I cut the elastic 16 inches. The next thing I'm going to do is make a nice circle out of this elastic and stitch up the center right there. Okay, you can see, there we go, it's stitched up. We've got our circle. Now, what I'm going to do is take a pin and stick it in the center back of my pair of pants, in the center back of that seam. Okay, and I'm going to take it about 1/4 of an inch from the top. Okay, now we're going to fold it in half, and we're going to do the same thing to the front. Okay, so here's the front. I folded it out. I'm going to pinch it and pull it to the front. And I'm going to put a pin there. Again, about 1/4 of an inch down. Got that marked. Now I'm going to find the side seams of my elastic and the side seam of my pants, and I'm going to bring those two together. 1/4 of an inch down. I'm going to pin it. I'm going to keep doing this all the way around my garment. Finding the center of whatever section I'm in, and pinning it till I feel like I have a good amount pinned. Okay, you can see here, I still have that big circle. I'm going to bring the two together. I'm going to find the center of that elastic and find the center of that section, and I'm going to pin them together. And no, it's not going to fit right, because when you sew, you're actually going to stretch it out. As you can see, I've got it all pinned on there now. Now what I'm going to do is sew. I'm going to use a zigzag, and I'm going to zigzag that in place, zigzagging on and off the elastic right there, and it's going to hold it down. And that's why we have that 1/4 of an inch, because then we're going to turn it and tack that 1/4 of an inch down. Okay, I'm going to take my elastic, and I'm going to stick it right there. I have it on a zigzag, okay? And what I'm going to do, first things first, do a little tiny zigzag and a little back stitch. Okay? Now this on a wide zigzag and a wide length and wide width. Okay? See how I can pull that elastic, and it's going to straighten that out and be the exact size of my waist, my fabric waist. So I want to pull from the back a little bit and pull from the front and just zigzag down. Then when I get to the next pin, or when it feels like it's a little wadded up, I'm going to move it and stretch. If you need to move this pin to make that lay flat, that's totally fine. Anytime you're sewing a bigger piece onto a smaller piece, make sure that bigger piece is on the bottom. Okay, see, I'm about to get a loop right there, so I'm going to pick up that pin and keep going. Okay, as you can see, I made it all the way around, and now I back stitch right there, and I'm just going to clip it off. And a viewer pointed out to me the other day that I sew over my pins, and that is very true, I do, but you are not supposed to. It's better to take out your pins as you go. It can mess up your machine. It's just habit. I sew over them, and I shouldn't. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take this hem right there and just roll it down. And I'm going to stick a few pins in it just like I did before. What we're going to do is go back, and with a straight stitch, we are just going to sew this little piece right here down. It's going to catch it right below the elastic and make a beautiful waistband. You see, I've got it all pinned together, and when I sew this straight stitch, I'm going to pull it so I get rid of all the wrinkles in my pants. And you can use the zigzag stitch as your placement for your presser foot, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to use the very end of that zigzag, and I know that I need to stay off of the elastic that way. So I just have it on a straight stitch. I'm back stitching as always, pulling and sewing. And there you go. I've made it all the way around. Just going to snip that loose. Make sure I've got my extra threads cut out of there. And we have a perfectly perfect waistband right there. Not a lot of mess inside. It looks great on the outside.